Do 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 do. Hey everybody! It is your ghost host with the most, Baby Gannon here for Game Numero Dos. Between Cooler Than Iceblue going against Milwaukee's finest JP. And boy, oh boy, they got a seed, man. This mode is called Excavator. And let me tell you, it's quite possibly booty cheeks. And they suffered enough last night, and Jess wants to suffer again. Why, Jess? They're friendly folk, I tell you. But I am joined by Camion, who is doing the clickety-clacking tonight for this excavator seed. We're gonna have lots of pain. Probably poor Baby Gannon is going to root for the good guys for once. And you know, that never happens. But here's Excavator for you. Mixed first quest overworld shapes for the dungeons, random hints, start room swaps, wood sword blocks. Armos is going to give you a heart container, and the coast is the book. The book gives you the ability to speak jibber jabber and understand Old Spice. There's no extra candles. Dungeon Heart Shuffle. The second quest rooms remove most stairs. And your starting items could be either 8 bombs or the croissant, aka the power bracelet. So you get 1 Triforce, 1 Dorito piece. We don't know which one, but Camion, if you can be nice enough to go ahead and release the Kraken, I know that we are going to get this party crack-a-lackin' because it ain't a party unless it's late night around SpeedGaming. So we are speed racing on SpeedGaming, everyone. And I'm going to check now, see if they has been released, and they haven't. We are starting in the sands, and it looks like oh baby, we got us first quest. So we're looking at the wonderful. I think I saw the top left, so that's number 1, and they got red candles, so Pyromania activated. And free booms. Also, we're getting a letter. We have Iceblue now going towards Vanilla First Quest 5. And it's a money spot. We got $40. So it's interesting. Meanwhile, we're going towards the pathway to JP is burning everything but the bush. And we have $30 bombs here. Welcome to pub time. So 40 mid is okay. Could be better, but it could also be worse. And we have 119 on the large, huh? But those keys, did you see the price of that? $111 keys. So we have Neiman Marcus priced keys there. So, you know, you got to save up everything in order to get the 1 key. And yes, pub time is best time. All right, so first quest heart container location is stage 9. So we have Iceblue right out the rip, knowing where the finale is going to take place. And we have red candled JP going in, drinking a nail, getting the free bomb entrance. And we're going to dip into 5. And right away, we have a tutor block. Did you see that beautiful dig dogger? That's how you know this is a Jasandi seed. You know, also the key there. So it was no-go in 5, but 44 mid is max. All right, then that's very good then. All right, and we have here Money Spot first quest. $250 blue ring, but that's not going to happen in this lifetime. And we're going to vanilla 1. Meanwhile, we're in the upper right corner. Looks like a hint spot. Meanwhile, $48 meat. Oh man, come on. Please let the dream be realized. Meat block Zelda. We need this to happen. All right, 30 rupee spot here. And what does it have? The white sword item at 4 hearts. Wait a second. This is great. So combat advantage goes to JP right now. We have found 6 on Iceblue side. Conversion is my angel who is providing the knowledge. You know, because I'm that type of person that says, hey, if it's a 2-digit number, it's still cheap. Also, we're going to burn another location here in the mid, and it is a Take An E. Yes! $117 bomb upgrade. And I love the fact that our Cooler Than Ice veteran is in a dungeon of his own design. Look at the color. So we have ice on ice action here, and we have JP going and finding out that room is worthless unless you want to buy some medicine. Right, we have Peanut not bombable there. And let's see, segmented with a rupee boss room right there. And a ladder saying, thou shalt not pass. Any road action here taking you up towards the graveyard for the first location. Really, bro? Yes, it is cool. Oh man, the other side of a pillow is quite possibly the best thing you can ever have. Also, medicine location. I love how the old man says, good luck, we're counting on you while robbing you blind. Oh man. So JP had to play the Old Spice tax. Oh wait. After paying the Old Spice tax, we have found level 2 with our boy Aquamentus doing Aquamentus stuff. And we have Iceblue getting the Armos item. So with 4 hearts, we'll be able to get that white sword when it is found, but has found the wood sword right now. So both of our runners now combat ready. JP showing us how to hug a Gibdo using the red, the red fire here, which is very good. That it does give you that somewhat projectile experience, and luckily they were Gibdos and not Dark Nuts. Right, Peanut here having stage 1 here, Iceblue having 2 keys. Gonna dip into that. We have rope snakes. Okay. So far, mild enemy set. JP trying to give this poor innocent commentator stress by playing with only 1 heart, knowing that he's gonna have to play extreme dodgeball here. Ganon's not home, and he left it for a long time because the bats are there. Iceblue versus Zolls in level 1. Now JP has decided, I want to go 100%. Oh, the tutor is in 2. But the thing is, JP is rocking death on a platter right now. This is a very tiny stage 1 here, occupied by our favorite dude, Aquamentus here. Blue Dark Nuts, that room can actually go, just disappear. And this too was stacked. Magic key. So exploration is not going to be a thing. You know, you're going to have not too many barriers except for ladder and Goma right now. But, you know, speaking of which, chat, I don't think we found an arrow shop. Whiz robes. Oh man, I'm sick of these whiz robes in these levels. Oh, me, Samuel L. Jackson right now, NSU on deck. In stage 1, red dark nuts. My dude, be nice there, old man. WandaVision in 1 on Iceblue side. This is good. Ice already bought arrows? So here's the croissant. So push blocks and overworld digging has gotten a lot easier. So this is pretty good first 2 levels here. 1 and 2 respectively. Also, thank you chat for telling me that version, being my co-pilot in arms. And we have JP striking first blood here. And that Triforce was bottom left. I don't know what I was thinking. So that's 3, not 1. I swear this is why late night commentary with me is always fun, because I'll give you disinformation. But on JP's side, we're going to get this screen wrap right here. And we're going to see where a very dark 3. Now, this is the Triforce they already have, so JP is going to maybe dig for item because, you know, there's belt. Red ring? Wait a second! Jess! Oh my goodness! Jess, you made up for yesterday! That is beautiful! Alrighty, give me 1 second. Need to come. Okay, after getting some much needed, I was coughing, guys. I was coughing. I didn't want you to listen to me going, you know, kind of sounding like that. Also, Iceblue dodging the ladder, and we have, you know, red ring. These are nice early items to get. I mean, you have white sword here on JP's side. We're doing silvers in 12. Yeah, this, I'm telling you, I feel it. This is going to be a jet seed. Jess has to make up for what she did to them. Listen, that does not sound like Ganon there, chat. You know, like, my cough does not sound like Ganon. But we have here Blue Ring location. We're gonna dodge that because we're almost at max moolah here on JP side. Meanwhile, we have, also in one, guys. No, hookshot is always required, man. Or you learn to hover, okay? You hover, Spec Rock, or hover something. Because you're talking to a Z3 runner, guys. So you want to start laying out those items. I'll be happy. But we have heart container here. So Iceblue is stacking in those hearts because Iceblue does not buy medicine, and we have here no need for bombs on JP's side. So Vanilla First Quest 3 does have a shop. And we're doing Bow buried deep in 7. Listen, guys, 7 takes you to heaven. It would never do that. We know that that's going to be a 6. It's going to be a 6. Because 6 is always the bane of everyone's existence. Also, we have $60 keys on. No, 7 takes you to heaven. It is not never 7, guys. How could you say that? Also, we have Lost Woods action here on JP's side. Gonna go back to where you can burn that little wood spot there. Let's see what that has to offer. And it's more money. So, this is a rich seed. Yesterday, these two just gave them the business. All right, we're going into 7's location in the first quest, and it yields Jack Diddley Squat. But we get to learn that medicine is $64. Now, those of you who watched yesterday know that our gym class hero was the medicine. Will it make a difference this time around as well? So we're gonna burn this wood spot here, and it is a gambler. I love me some gamblers, folks. Get that itch scratched. Your gambling itch is scratched. Start location is level 2. So Iceblue right now with the Dorito advantage, but JP is up 1-0. Let me access the controls here. No. It should say 1. It should say 1 already, no? Yeah, there we go. Alright, for those of you in the know, those little enemies are... Yeah, I had to open up the commentator controls. My apologies, dear chat. We have Goma, the nice, easy one-hitter quitter. We have Japanese writing right here, and an unnecessary key for JP. And we have Woodsword versus Wizrobes. And remember, Iceblue doesn't have the red ring yet. But we'll be getting tutor and any key, so that's going to be good when you are toting 0 keys. We have Graveyard Push right here, swing and a miss. And we're moving on to Vanilla First Quest 6 location on JP's side. Getting boomeranged. He's getting banana-fied. I think we should go with that. Got some really questionable colored moblins right there. And we're in level 7. Yeah and no. We don't quite have silvers yet version. So it is possible just to dump it just to look for silvers. That's kind of expensive for 3 whopping bombs. But, JP getting the bomb upgrade and the Triforce in 7, which means that most likely an important item is there, just so they have to re-dip it again. To answer your question in chat, play Ambrosia. Play Ambrosia. That has some of the, but yeah, Ambrosia with the Z1 in it, as it gives you Rupee Bow, and it also has some things that's similar to Z1, so you can get used to it as a Z3 runner. Also, we have a Take Any right there for JP, and we have a Iceblue versus Ganon's Bats. What else is there to spend money on? Madison, man, you gotta get you some of those bottles of goodness. Also, we have Gambler here, and we have Iceblue getting iced right now in level 2. But we will go and get that tutor if it is the last thing you've ever seen. Also, another potion shop here for JP going in West Death Mountain area. And we're gonna bomb over here. First, we're gonna beat up the poor blue Gorias who weren't bothering anyone. And you waste a bomb just to get mugged. You know, that's some bad feeling right there, everyone. All right, so we're gonna go and bomb this other location. What's double mugger? You know, that is not what I mean by double your pleasure, double your fun. That is double the mug or the hugs. You know, you don't want to see that. And we have push location right here, but JP has not been to 1, so gonna be unable to do that. So we're just gonna bomb here and the vanilla second plus 9 location. All right, good 10 count there on JP's side. Another Take Any, so we're at 8 heart containers, so we are getting closer to getting closer to max. Getting closer. But will we see max on JP's side? For the love of Lord, stop stealing from the poor innocent, you know, Link. Link is barely holding on by a wing and a thread. Octo bro coming through with 40 bucks, you know, trying to give him a refund on all the mugs that poor Link has gotten. We're gonna bomb over here, and let's see where we got, what we got, and it is 12 buck chuck. So small price 12, and we're doing our checks around start, vanilla start location, and now Iceblue is in 3, and as I guessed, he's gonna dip it, they are gonna dip it, sorry, wrong pronoun, and get the red ring. And we have WandaVision versus Souls. WandaVision super OP, but gonna have to try milling, and very good kill on Iceblue's side. So we're gonna explore NSU here, and we have Jasandy's best friend, Dig Dogger, right there. So we got the floor item. I think Iceblue is trying to look for a staircase item. So we're looking for a room where we can push some blocks. And this here, I'm telling you, chat, this might be the jettiest of jetties, but we're getting out to locate that stair. Let's see, this push block is gonna not do anything because this is shutters. Alright, we have any key here, so we can go downward. Oh no, this room could get hacked. Look at how quick Iceblue dodged the blue dark nuts. And now we're doing tutor checks here in the mountain on JP's side. Spec Rock here, we're gonna bomb it. And it's a swing and a miss on the bomb. Let's see where Potion Shop is going to lead us. And a mugger. You know what? To heck with you, my dude. Stop stealing JP's cash. Alright. Iceblue versus Blue Dark Nuts using WandaVision right now. Ooh, it's getting dangerous. But that red ring does help substantially mitigate some of the damage there from those Blue Dark Nuts. And Triforce from having a key that's worthless. We're going down. Alright, key boss room. Yeah, just bomb the old man. I'm cool with it. We have Tutor checking the sands here on JP's side. And yeah, we're looking for that push block room here on Iceblue's side. This is a potential. And there we go. Let's see what it is. The item is a heart, so we're going to dodge 100%. And we're going to have in level 5 right now, potential push block room. And it is not. So we killed poor innocent Dick Dogger for absolutely nothing. As we move into our bouncy bat room right now, I would probably grab that. Yes, there you go. Alright, we're burning here. And now it's time for Iceblue to feel the sting of all the god-awful, mugger rooms. Also, we have Wallmasters versus JP right now. Both runners have... Alright, heart container. We know JP's going to do it. Iceblue feels comfortable doing low heart runs. So dodged, the heart containers that were available at the moment. And we have JP that's going to finish out 5. Bada bing, bada boom, forget about it. We are going to leave 5 temporarily. And we have, I'm looking at chat for the first time, and we have coffee, ice cream, and Z1R. Absolutely a good wombo combo. And we're back in the sands, got the bomb here from the Moblin. And we are headed to... Are we going towards Vanilla 8 location or the coast? Because right now, JP's main concern would be trying to get to 1 as soon as possible. That way, if they can get the ladder, that will no longer impede their progress. And I want to say that I know it was Marble Madness, but that game burned my soul back in the day in the arcades. And we have Peanut level 1 here on JP's side, so JP will be getting WandaVision and a ladder in just a few. And we just have to figure out where is the boat. Marble Madness is rude. So we're gonna, alright, Key Mugger, that's wonderful. We have Magic Key to compensate for that, so we can preserve our hearts. Meanwhile, we have Iceblue versus Blue Wizzy, with Iceblue emerging triumphant in 4. But the trackball was absolute. Let's put it this way. When it came to Marble Madness, folks, that trackball was just pain personified. And it was always broken. There was always that kid that would be eating and use his sticky hands on it, and the trackball becomes, whack ball. And we have, right now, ladder room for JP. NSU in level 4 for Iceblue. Alright, good. Passes up the Triforce because we have to go for one division and just a few. That's not gonna push. Gotta dig a little bit deeper. And that's not the way, JP. And we have on Iceblue side, Iceblue versus our Hershey Kiss friends. Grabs the key. That's respect right there, you know. It's like, come here, little key friend. I totally got you. Alright. Iceblue making their way towards the Triforce, and SU here on JP side. You know, having that white sword really makes a huge difference combat wise, because, you know, Iceblue has been having to use the wand, and if they decide to get the book on the coast, then that's going to really hamper progress, especially if you're using it for melee. And there is the croissant. So now we are all set and ready to leave level 1. So let's grab that Triforce. So the one thing it didn't say for Excavator if there was important items in 9. I suspect. Yeah, I kind of figured, because right now Ice is relying upon the wand for melee combat, and getting the book does nerf the wand significantly. And you just don't want to have to burn yourself, because right now, you know, it does have the red ring. So 4 has the blue banana. You did not take the blue banana. That is sad, Pandaville right here. Also, JP getting mugged. Just another day where I'm from. You know, walk out the door, get mugged, and you know, you just gotta live with it. Alright, JP forgetting that they grabbed that already. Meanwhile, this room is awful on Iceblue's side. Yeah, JP has been getting mugged. Like, he is running, you know, mug percent for this seed. But luckily, alright, JP has now found what he's looking for, just like you two said. Yeah, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And we're going in. Yeah, we'll probably grab this. Alright, it's the 119 large. And unlike last seed, both of our runners are rich. So we're gonna, I'd like to say we're gonna see that bomb upgrade there. On Iceblue side? No. Oh, I see. Wasting bombs. Okay, we're gonna grab it for sure, because we're at max money. What are you gonna do? Okay. And we have clues here on JP side. No. At this point, we can truthfully say that Iceblue probably won't, because he is using the wand for combat. And we found 6! Oh baby, let's go everyone! Yeah, the book is not the atlas here, so it's just to understand jibber jabber. So you do still need to get the map. Let's go! 14 bummers here for JP. And we get our first Patra battle. So we have JP and one division versus, we're doing mixes of stabbies and wandies. Hey, that's respect. No push block there. NSU 7 for Iceblue. Now going to pick up the raft. Now, when JP was a 7, JP had no ladder. if the raft spot is hiding 8, that will be unfortunate for JP. But we don't have the hint yet, nor do we have the item out of 6. No, my Jolly Ranchers fell! So that, yeah, that's the only hope that Iceblue has right now with getting the raft. Because 9 out of 10 times, you know, it could also lock mags as well. Because we haven't seen mags yet. But I am an ardent raft burner. I believe that it is firewood to build your own bootleg ladder. You know, you turn into MacGyver. So JP saw mags. So 8 is, so it's possible that 8 is blocked by raft. And if that's the case, oh man, that's unfortunate. But we're almost within striking distance for mags on JP's side. You know, JP does have White Sword, pretty good for combat. Mags, devastatingly awesome in damage dealing. So we're eventually, Iceblue will find White Sword. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't stay in the mode description. Oh, okay. So Mags is located a hop, skip, and a jump under Vanilla Power Bracelet spot. Okay. So, are we gonna buy $48 meat? We are! Woo-wee, folks! We are gonna have barbecue tonight. Because, you know, I don't feed the meat block room. What I do is I put it on the fire so that way it cooks and they don't risk getting sick from eating raw meat. You know, you gotta be conscious for everyone. And we're in Neiman Marcus town there for keys, but that's you know, we don't need no expensive keys. We don't need no cheap keys. We got magic keys. And no, we haven't seen the meat block yet. And we have JP now using the wealth, getting the arrow at the waterfall. And second quest 8. Nada. Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to see our first raft spot here on Iceblue's side. Will the raft have your respect today? Will it? Oh no! Oh no, I called it! Oh no, I cursed JP. Alright, JP is in trouble. JP is in big trouble because JP is gonna last locate the hack. Because, I mean, like, how often is the raft useful? So this is a big win for JP. JP needs to go to 7 and needs to get there fast. And right now, JP has got the croissant. We're going to be pushing blocks. This is now Iceblue Capert Seed. This is, and that 8 looks like Aquamentus that, you know, you have after bad acid trip. So we have Bo is in 8 too. Oh no, JP is in shambles right now. This is bad, folks. This is bad. JP is not dipping 7 for that second item. I can tell you that right now. And we have too many things on. No, he hasn't. But JP needs to go back to 7. I don't know. I can't. Logically, there's too much left to explore for JP to want to go to 7. Because remember, 7 had Triforce pretty easy to grab. So that's why JP did it and yeeted out of 7. And oh dear. Yeah, see, we have too many other checks that can be done. He's gonna go all the way to West Death Mountain to that push block that I said he couldn't do because he didn't have the croissant before. We're gonna do that. So the longer JP dodges that, and he also did not dig 6. So JP has to hope for the, oh no, we're in 4. He's dipping 4, folks. So Iceblue is gonna have the advantage right now just by getting the raft. Imagine, folks. You know, K-Tap approves this. I don't approve this, but we have 8 done. And, you know, Iceblue knows where 6 is. And Silver's, you know, we're going to gamble on Silver's being at 9. So, this is a pain on a platter for a JP. I mean, yeah, I said there's too many other checks for him before he goes to 7, you know. So right now, Catbird seat definitely on Iceblue's side. And the fact that, you know, he kind of walked past it. So we're going to get this for the max grab. We're going to grab our container. So we're building up live. Oh no, I don't know, folks. It would have to take something catastrophically awful in placement. So we know we didn't get, did we get the items in 6? No, I don't believe we did. At this point, I think Silvers are in 9. And we have White Sword. So right now, Iceblue has everything they need right now. So we have Bow. All right. We got us a game. We got us a game. We got us a game, folks. JP back at 7. And JP is going to follow the logic of the rap. Has to not kind of sort of die to the donger right there. You know, imagine getting donged to death. And we have Iceblue in 6. Ice didn't want it, you know. Honestly, Ice, they can do 3 heart Ganon or less. So they don't really need the extra help. Right now, Princess Manhattan giving JP the business. So JP needs to quickly find this and go to 8. And Princess Manhattan, let's go! And NSU, be careful. All right, so oh man, I'm nervous here because this can go either way right now. No! Oh well. We have the 7. All right, in a good position for that rap spot. All right, so we're going to that rap spot. We're speed running right over there, and that's gonna be 8. Now, what will make this interesting is, like chat said, if the other item in... No, I don't think... JP is gonna need silvers in 8. That's the only thing I can see that would get JP back in this. It would have to be a full dip, dedicate themselves to... Yeah, I can't see. I mean, if it's in 6, then it's GG. It's GG if it's in 6. But no, because right now Iceblue is in 6. All right. Don't donate hearts to the bunnies there. We have our friend Gliok here. So, Iceblue committing to doing a full Explorino of 6. Tektite versus low Ice, please. Not Ice, please. JP, please. What are you doing, friendo? Ice in a very good position combat-wise. You know, dodging most of the rooms there. Now, what could possibly burn Iceblue is that Zelda is bait blocked. That would be absolutely craptastic, but right now, it's a heart. So, oh no. Oh no, what is going on here? Also, JP, use your medicine, please, me friend. But, Iceblue now, gonna buy that last. I stopped at the bow. It's red candle. So 9, yeah, 9 has to have it. So at this point, you know, JP needs to quickly get to the Triforce. And we're gonna have Iceblue going into... Oh dear. Yeah, we haven't seen the floor item, but we're gonna take the gambler. Both runners! Alright, crack your knuckles, folks. Both runners are going into 9. Everybody knows it's in this rock right here. Iceblue with a time of 46 minutes going into 9. And right now we have... It's not quite dead even yet. No. We have more health on Iceblue side. Iceblue right now doing 3 hearts. You know, has a red ring. This pretty much, unless we have some really awful rooms with Wizrobes that can inflict super duper damage. JP's now in there. So it's going to come down to who routes this the best. But right now, we're about between 30 to 40 seconds at least for Iceblue right now. You know, slight exploration advantage going to Iceblue, but will the medicine be the gym class hero? Because right now, the enemy set has been really mild. And since we're in 9, you guys know what to look for. A door that never closes. That is going to be our princess going, oh, help me, Link, please. All right, so we know where Zelda is. We got the compass right there. So it's a matter of looking for our Bacon Overlord. So if you hear his canonically accurate roar of "Bah! Bah! Bah!" if you hear that, then you know that he is nearby. And oh man, this is a nail biter. Listen, it's never. Oh no, banana number 1. If the second item, so advantage right now, yes, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's banana next to a banana. And we have our puppy overlord JSR has just come in here questioning my sanity. But don't worry, everybody does that, JSR. You should know me from Z3. And transport here. So first item has been seen by Iceblue. So all Iceblue needs to do right now, but we are running on extreme diet life here, you know, on Iceblue side. And meanwhile, we have lots and lots of dig doggers here. And we have, oh, be careful, Iceblue. All right, opening the door, guarded by. All right, so right now, Iceblue running on half a heart needs a Hail Mary fairy to come through. And potential push block room here, guarded by, you know, our best boy Aquamentus. And if this is the second item and it's not Silver's, then we are out. It's not! Oh no! Silver's might be an 8, folks! Oh no, oh no! Oh baby! Alright. So the first to find that both items are a big disappointment is Iceblue. Iceblue knows that they need to go to 8. It's the only thing I can fathom. Going into 4! Bold strategy, Cotton. Alright, we have Goma blocked here. Potential push block. And we've heard Ganon! Do you hear Ganon? Oh, 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 oh. Or maybe that was the Aquamentus. But anywho, we have Lamos on deck here for. Oh no. Oh no. Chat! Chat! We's in trouble. We's in trouble, chat. It's gonna be. No, Pyro, Ice did not find La Princesa. But JP has the compass, so knows where La Princesa is. But this is looking rough. Oh man. Ice. Yeah, you know, that's discount Wish Ganon, okay? Aquamentus. Alright, so 4 is a dud. And we are going to use medicine right now. Gym class hero here. Saving JP's life. Wait a second. We're doing 7, folks. Let's go. All right. Oh, man. All right, so Ice in 7 right now. And we are pot committed right now in 9 on JP's side. This is why you don't gamble. Alright. If stair item is a heart, then we know this is 100% 8. Oh man. And right now, JP is kind of sort of lost. I wonder, you know, if JP can just saw the boomerang, but we need him to see the heart so they can leave. Because right now, 9 is a big old fat red herring. Alright. And this is one time where you say, I wonder if I should have had the book. Get some clue. The level 9 clue. And the more time that JP spends in 9, that gives the more time for Ice to do some outward exploration. I do believe it was in the 3-line room. What are we doing? Oh, JP. JP's lost, folks. Oh, man. I'm here biting my nails. I'm not gonna have fingers by the end of this match, chat. Because I'm over here, like, on bated breath here. JP going back into 9. No, abandon 9. Abort mission. Abort mission. And we have still the level 7 conquest go. Oh, look at the size of that 9. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right, this here is a tragedy waiting to happen. Because if JP full explores this dungeon, that is like easy 10 minutes, huh? Easy. Let's go. Alright, we have Zol's getting eradicated and a much needed map. So now at least Ice knows where they're going. We're going to push this block here. And here we go. Is it Silvers? It's a heart! Oh. Why, folks? Oh, man. Alright, so this here is awful. You know, Ice did better route this in terms of yeah, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think at this point, considering that 9 is huge, and I saw that the old man is right there, I probably would have gotten the coast map. The coast book, so I could understand. So it went from being a close game to a not so close game. And what JP needs to do right now is leave 9. So Ice now dipping into 8. Ay. We might be looking at a game 3, folks. Alright, so now it's time. Blue Wizzies versus Iceblue. Well, Ice is running on Diet Bomb right now, but chat loves game 3s. But my sanity is ebbing away. No. No, it's another transport. Okay, so we have Ice going through 8 and JP needing AAA right now. Did I have sanity? Not very much. No. This is questionable. You know, this is the one time I'm going to endorse JP possibly biting the dust if it takes JP out of 9. Oh. So Ice in 8 right now. You know that room's not going to have anything, so... Alright. This looks great for a floor item spot. Well, the floor item was $5. So, Gibdos versus JP right now. Getting a hug from a Gibdo does kind of sort of hurt. Oh man, this has been one heck of a slobberknocker for us tonight. Woo-wee! And what better group to have this with than, you know, us over here on SG1. This is SG1 level gameplay here. JP dodging progression. I think JP is honestly a little lost. Alright, looks like Iceblue did get some more health. And low key, I mean, there's only one place it can be. And it has to be 8. We know it's not 9. Yeah, it has to be 8. Deep in 8. And right now, you know, poor JP hasn't found the way. Needs to go call on Ugandan Knuckle. But we're getting there. Slow and steady. But we need to get to that second item, ASAP. And then we'll see where JP goes afterwards. Because this can make or break the scene. Alright, here we go. Alright, there's our push block. Time for disappointment. There we go, disappointment. Yeah, I told you. Alright, so now we're dipping. Alright, folks. If JP goes to 8, this will be the biggest Giga Brain play. It's right there! What? No, that's 6! That's the wrong one! Alright. About to get disappointment here. Alright. We have bunnies on deck. $5 chuck there. Level 6 for JP. Alright, we've got Wizrobes versus Iceblue. Compass doesn't help us there, room. Key doesn't help us. Alright, so JP needs to quickly find the item. In 6. And remember what I said about this being a jet seed? Yeah, I think Mori would be like, and the lie detector said, that's a lie. So, excavator, making them really dig deep. This is truly an excavator-like seed, but it burned you on the final item. Alright. We have JP. Yeah, this here is slobberknocker. It went from being so close. You know, it's kind of hard to make up 11 minutes or more. So, it would take it would be the snipe of the century if that happens. But JP right now in danger, Will Robinson. All right, that yields a key, running on low life here. And there's Silvers. I told you, Silver's an 8. All right, so right now, that's deep in 8. So we're looking at least 15 plus minutes. All right, now this is the one that JP should have went to first. Also, the hint was right there. So Ice knows where Ganon is, doesn't know where Zelda is, but it will take some god routing here. JP knows floor item. I think this was a transport stair. Unfortunately, Ice's audio is not usable. Sorry. So what's going to come down here? We have 9 with Silvers here for Iceblue. So they are right now just beelining it to Ganon because it's his low health. But we remember we do have, unlike Green Mail before, so we are right here. Ganon fight for Iceblue. And we're doing great dodge strats. Great dodge strats. We're not trying to go for any stuns or anything of that nature. Taking the fireballs over to Ganon. We get the stun right now. So, you know, give it up. Our Bacon Overlord has bitten the dust. We are one step closer to ending everyone's pain and suffering. And right now, JP's kind of sort of in the wrong location. But it was deep in 8. It was really deep in 8. So now we have the hunt for Zelda. And probably we'll pick up on the way the compass, because I believe it's in, you know, easily found. All right. TikToker got picked out. Surprised! You know, there's nothing really left, and here's the compass. So we're a hop, skip, and a jump from Zelda right now. We're gonna bomb downward. It should lead to a room. No. Oh dear. Could this be a staircase? Needed? Are you cereal? No, here we go. Alright. We are here. That is gonna open. And give it up. Give your GGs up. For our winner of game number 2. We're seeing game number 3, folks. For Iceblue. Alright, let's just ask. Let's see, mark this. Oh, someone's using the commentator controls. I didn't put that in. So it may be Camion who's doing that from the background. So JP still playing it out here. And while JP plays it out, we are joined by our conquistador, the one and the only Iceblue. How are you doing, GG's, my friend?
Thank you. Oh, that's Silver's location.
Was garbage. It was hot garbage.
I was going left to right all the way up this level 8, and then suddenly it's the second to last room, and I was like, come on.
I know, right? I was like, are they going to find the way? Because it's so deep, you know? And both you and JP did look and gamble on 9 having silvers, and I know you were very excited by the 2 items there in 9, right?
Yeah, excited.
We'll use that word. I know you have another word that you like to use, but we have to keep it PG-13 here on SpeedGaming, because I trust me, I was losing my cool too. And I'm like, oh no, danger, Will Robinson. And you know, a lot of the rooms were dedicated to you. We had a lot of Iceblue rooms and levels today. So this was the sign that this was your moment to shine, Iceblue.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I could have lost that race at the end. Like I didn't, you never know where your opponent is. But the game decided to put a room of Gibdos right before Zelda, and the bloodlust inside my bones kicked in, and
I saw that. I was wondering why you were picking on the poor innocent Gibdos. They did nothing. They were just
What do you mean they did nothing to me?
They just do their happy wiggle dance.
They're the whole reason I got knocked out of the main tournament.
I know there's a slight history, wink, wink. But, I'm Team Gibdo.
Yeah, and I'm Team Smoking Pile of Ash.
Ah, no, not the friendly money.
As I left the Gibdos, I even left a nice red candle explosion on the ground for him.
I know, I saw that. I was like, oh man, the disrespect right there.
They deserved it.
JP about to find silvers. They were so deep, nobody would have thought to dig that huge 8. Because that was a big 8.
I found the bow. So I was looking and I was like, okay, I still have 927 heart containers still available in this seed. I was like, I'll go through 6. I was like, I'll check 6. And then we're just gonna go to 9. I was like, I'm just gonna leave this other item because I found the red candle as well in 8, super early. And I was like, surely there's not a 3rd item in here. Surely it's just a heart container. And I gambled on it, and level 8 was like,
I know what was exciting is that this was the rare time we got a K-Tap approved raft.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was so glad because I was very, very tempted to grab that 1-room Triforce out of 7 and just peace out. And
what JP did.
And in my head, I was like, you know what? I was like, let me dig 1 item out. I was like, I normally just don't like digging level 7. So I was like, let me just dig this 1 item out. I'll see. I don't care if it's a heart container. I don't care what it is. We'll grab 1 and I'm running. And it was the raft. And I was like, that's just 1 check. And then I go and check that raft spot and it's the freaking level 8. And I was like, are you serious?
Oh, and that 8 was, it had both bow and silvers there. Yeah. So Raph was definitely the gym class hero for this particular seed. And I said, it wouldn't do that because the raft is never useful. You just burn it or use it for a bootleg ladder somewhere. And I said, I wouldn't put 8 in a raft spot. And it sure did. And I said, that is absolute worst. And I was trying to figure out logically when JP would even think about going back to 7, because you get the bracelet, you're gonna follow your push block checks. And there were so many other checks you could do that you're gonna last locate 7.
Yeah. Like I feel like the way that I routed the overworld was like really interesting, because like I isolated Death Armos and the cave below it, because I was gonna wrap around and then do my route around Candle Road, but then I found level 8 in that one spot, and I was like, ugh.
It just sucks the wind out of you, because one, the ref was useful. That in its own right is shame. And but the fact that the 8 was also big and level 9 was huge, because you usually say, okay, I'm gonna go with the meta of we had a large 7 and a large 8, probably a smaller 9. That 9 was huge.
Yeah, I'm guessing JP like routed a lot, because like I was in level 9 at what, 46 minutes?
Yep.
And the way that I routed it through those 2 staircases and went around, found Ganon, and I was like, okay. And then I found the boomerang, and I was like, not okay. And then I went to that one upper right room, and it was the heart container, and I was like, all right, well, I was like, I'm good. I'm getting out of here. I'm peacing out.
JP went into I love how they keep moving people before I can move them. GG's to you, JP. Excavator is the thing. So if either of you had a choice, HDN or Excavator, what are we looking at?
I don't have a problem with Excavator. It's just...
It was a Garbo seed. Let's put it that way.
It was fine. The seed was actually fine until Silver's. Like that.
Yeah, like... I routed... I found level 1. I yoinked a key out of 6. Found level 1, and I was like, ooh, the first door is locked. Okay, and then I find the wand and the ladder in there, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I just proceeded, then I found, what was it? I found 5, and then I found 2, then 3, then 4, and I was like, okay. So I was just like,
what items you guys got in the beginning, that this was going to be a jet seat, because I mean, you had early magic key, early wand, early tutor, early ladder, early, well, not so early for JP, but you guys had early croissant, the power bracelet, and I said, this is a jet seat, and it was absolutely not a jet seat. And JP did go into 7, because both of you went into 9 at 46 minutes. JP went into 9 46 minutes and 32 seconds. So it was a battle. Both of you were equipped with White Sword. JP does carry medicine, and I know with the last game that because of the green mail, that 9 kind of gave you the business. But this time you had red ring, was much easier for you to traverse, because I was telling chat, that you tend to do low health 9s.
Well, I don't do low health on purpose. That last seed, and like I didn't want to talk about it, because like I was just I had 4 heart containers at 49 minutes last seed.
Yeah, that last seed was awful.
I was like, where in the heck is the health? And then I isolated that one bomb spot down in the southwest, and sure enough, it was the white sword item, which was required for level 1, that led to the ladder in that last seed. But like, it wouldn't have mattered if I found it, because I had 4 hearts at 49 minutes.
That was like, really...
It was awful.
Yeah.
And you were also poor for most of that game too. That was a poverty seed as well. And
Well,
you
that
know
one was
that
on me because I bought both bomb upgrades in that seed, so
Um,
I was hella broke.
Plus, it was second quest overworld, so you're not going to get as
Yeah,
much.
you only
money
have
anyway.
one large secret. But yeah,
it
no,
wasn't large. It wasn't large. It was
no, it
low.
was that one was.
I think it was over
one-
100.
Yeah, it was like 140, I think, or 128.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was 138. But you only get one of those because it was second quest.
Yeah.
But everything else was low. The medium, and the small prize packs were low.
I think for me yesterday the seed was I was tired and cranky and grumpy because like and this is I'm blaming myself for this. I didn't sleep well and I went into that race and I'm sitting there and I'm reading these hints because they were mixed hints. And I got that hint and I the moment I got the hint for silvers, I immediately it slipped my mind and I was like, oh, I think that said level 7 had silvers. So I preemptively marked 7 with silvers. And then I'm looking at the Triforce chart and I go into 8 instead of 7 and I full cleared 8 and I was like, ugh. And then I go into 7 and I can't full clear it. I was like just throw me into the volcano immediately, like now.
I was not much different on that one. Like last night was just, I was just sitting there, I had chat up, like just put me out of my misery so I can forfeit.
I like when I saw you like you saw me in the chat when you finished. I was like, thank God.
You know, a seed is good when both runners want the other one to finish, so the it would be a mercy, ending.
And then tonight, it's like this starts. I mean, I know I get to some of the important items later, but it's like I get white sword and red ring in like the first 10 minutes, and I'm like, thank you.
Oh, so you must have routed completely different because like I routed upwards and around to 6. I yoinked a key out of 6, and then I go into level 1, and I found the wand, the power bracelet, and then I used the key and found the ladder. So I had ladder sub 10 minutes, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I did feel a little bad when I finally got to 1 and pulled all that stuff out, but it didn't really stop me from doing anything. Maybe
there wasn't too much of a block in this seed. Yesterday's seed, everything. The seed was ladder blocked. I was ladder blocked on the title screen.
No,
that's about right.
That last seed was brutal.
I mean, tonight before Silver's were thing, it was just okay. I need to go find the raft, which was not that hard of a dig to find. But
yeah, I ended up pulling that out. Like, so I went into 7, and like I was like, in my head, I almost double taked right back around to grab that Triforce, but I was like, you know what? I was like, let me dig 1 item out of 7. I was like, and then I'm running. I was like, I still have like 41 overworld spots left. Surely it's not blocked by a raft. And then I find the raft in 7. I was like, you know what? I'm leaving. And I grabbed it and I left. And then I routed up to that 1 raft spot and I found level 8. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. But,
I called it. I said what would be needed for you, Ice, for you to take a lead would be for 8 to be raft locked, because JP ended up having to double dip 7 because the first time they didn't have the ladder, so they really weren't able to progress that far. So it was the quick Triforce and go type scenario. When you went into 7, you had ladder, because JP didn't find ladder until a little bit later because 1 was dodging JP out the wazoo.
Oh
and
no.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't know if this seed was ladder required.
I don't either. I mean, my routing in 9 would have been a little tougher without ladder, but that's because I did of course out of logic clips, but still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, this one wasn't bad. Like, I mean, a silver something like that, it really just it's a roll of the dice. Like, there's not much I can say about it beyond that.
Yeah, I cleared that level 8. So I went back into 4, and I think I might have mismarked because I thought I didn't find the staircase item in 4, but I must have. Because I went back in there. I went back in there and I killed the Goma and I pushed the block and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I think the stair item was the hearts. And then
It was.
And then there was a magic boomerang on the floor.
Yeah, I saw the magical boomerang. I guess I must have just like completely like brain farted and forgot that I picked up that heart container. And then I went to 7 and then found the heart container in there. And then I went into 8 and then I cleared it left to right. So I was I almost pretty much last location those silvers in 8.
There was like, I will say for 8, at least looking at my map, it looks like there was like it was a very specific path to get up there. Like, there was not much you could do for divergence in 8.
Yeah,
No.
there was Zelda's room was in 8. So like you had to go like around some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I thought about leaving 9 after I knew where Ganon and Zelda were, and I had an item, but it's like, I barely dug that 8. I'd already gotten 2 items, or I'd already seen 2 items in there. I'm like, it's 1 item in 8 versus 1 item in 9, also 1 in 7, which I don't have a map for. I don't know how big it is. I guess there's 2 in 6 I could go for, but...
The interesting part is 7 was huge. Well, not that huge, but it was big. 8 was
7
huge.
was relatively small. It was just
Really?
I think it was double or triple segment.
It was triple segmented, but I thought it looked a little bit on the bigger side. Like, I've seen small ones, but was it as big as 8? Heck no. But 8 was huge. So I was thinking that 9 would have been on the smaller side, but that 9 was heckin' big too. So I felt so bad, so bad. I
Well-
was like, Jess wouldn't do this to y'all again, would
Yes,
she?
she would.
Yes, you would.
Yes, she would.
Wow, no faith in Jess. You know, I like to
Um,
believe that Jess is an angel.
Okay, so I actually have it pulled up yet. No, the map in 7 was pretty small. It was just it looks like, I don't know if have you ever played the game Catherine?
No, I haven't.
So
Oh, you're right.
it looks like somebody pushed a whole bunch of the blocks out of the way and they're making staircases up.
You're right. Yeah, I think because it was just all over the place, that's probably why I thought it was a little bit on the bigger side. Because that map was just abstract art. It was abstract art. But I know it's probably getting late. And you guys are looking at game number 3, which I believe is tomorrow, right?
Saturday.
No, Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, so
Yeah,
you're
I have
taking a day off.
Well, I have a tech check for a marathon on Friday that I didn't want to around this time, so I didn't want to schedule a game for that.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
fair.
do the marathon and you absolutely crush it. You know. Yeah, see, it does. It looks like that's 7. Thank you for showing it. It's just all over the place for me.
20. Yeah, it's 23 rooms. So that is overall like on a smaller side. Yeah.
Yeah, 7's average about, I think, 31? Something like
Oh,
that.
really?
It's a
Oh,
relatively
okay.
smaller size one.
Wow. But on Saturday, what mode are you hoping for? This is the dream. I asked JP this last night. JP, you did not get your wish of Mags Rush.
Well, I wanted Mags Rush or, Betty Please, just something that felt easier. And I mean, this.
You don't want to just rolled Betty, please. Trust me.
Okay.
No. She's rolled some pretty tragic Betty Pleases. So how about there's one mode that's a really fast one. I can't remember.
The only thing that I hope we don't roll is walk it in. I don't really care for seriously like Omega vanilla seeds. and it's like shapes, extra candles, and that's what's shuffled.
Why do you guys keep banning gesture?
Have you looked at the? I have to actually, like, in the Discord, and I'm on a 4K monitor. I actually have to scroll my Discord just to read all the flags. So no, none of us want to play Gesture.
You start off with the tutor. I mean, like, that's the OP
worst
item.
I mean, it's
no.
I look at all the settings. It's like it's so random on some of this stuff. It's like it feels like it's just going to be a little roll, another roll of the dice. It's like okay,
there's red bubbles. No, thank you. I would much rather twist my ankle walking. Let's see. Second quest overworld. No, thank you. Armos is a heart container. It's Dungeon Heart Shuffle. And important items in 9. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm very good.
No. Oh God, which one in the community believes in bow in 9? There's someone who believes in that, and so no bow in 9 for y'all. Wow.
I think the only thing that I don't like, Benny Please is fine, but like extra bosses makes me want to like jump into traffic.
The extra bosses will be Tridongo, and you can use them for bomb reasons.
No. Extra bosses when I faced Homer last week was Patra, Goma, Digdogger, Patra, and that was all in 6 session room in level 3.
Wait, who rolled that? Jess?
We were like, Homer and I were talking about it, and we were like, I think that like that level 3 was like 21 rooms, and I think 18 of them were bosses.
Oh man, this here was well, we can hope that you guys get something that is not as trolly, because this one was trolly at the end, especially with the fact that the raft was useful. That in its own right.
Shout out to K-Tap. Shout out to K-Tap.
I already said this is K-Tap approved. K-Tap approved raft, you know. And
she's cursing us right now in chat, probably.
Yeah, K-Tap approved. It's probably gonna be in Discord later. You know, we'll make it into a meme or some type of AI image just for the heck of it. I'll do it for tomorrow morning, and then the both of you can roast that raft for just being there and the fact that it gatekeep both your bow and silvers. So
I will say, JP, I don't know if you're familiar with my match versus Sis Crusher, but I lost my mind when there were a 5 Gibdo room blocking Zelda at 9.
No,
I spent the extra 10 seconds firing silvers directly into their face. I don't care if I lost the match or not just because of that. It would have been worth it.
Oh no. So it is getting a little bit late for us over here on the East Coast. So do either of you have any last words before we close it up?
No, just I will see you on Saturday, JP.
Yep, see you Saturday then. And yeah, thanks for commentary and tracking as usual.
Yep. I echo that sentiment.
Thanks a bunch. It's always an honor to do, comes for this wonderful community. And speaking of this community, I have put up the !R and the !C because both of these runners showed due diligence and perseverance being key today, and that is one heck of a good reason to give both of these runners a follow. You have Iceblue that plays just about everything and kicks butt no matter what. So if you're interested in seeing Marin conquer the world, definitely take part in Iceblue's channel because it's an amazing experience. And if you want to channel the power of Milwaukee, then give JP a big fat follow. Talk about the awesomeness that is known as the Brewers and the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm sure that'll give you one heck of a conversation, wink, wink. And thanks to my tracker, Camion, who was doing the business and doing it well. Give Camion a big fat follow because Camion is Camion and Camion is awesomeness. So that means you will not regret the follow 100%. Thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us and Mikan for doing the restreaming, greatest restreamer ever moment here for Mikan for putting this through for us. Thanks to, the Z1R community just for being an amazing group of folks. And if you want to join the community, we have many people that are willing to mentor you, just like I'm getting mentored myself. So I'll be ready for that Rookie Rumble. So join our community. We have lots of fun and we all endorse burning the raft, but I am a bananasaur, so that's a hot take in the community. Also, we know the biggest thanks goes out to you, chat, for just hanging out with us late night, black and white, insomniacs uniting, and chat wins every time. You guys want it, troll? You got that twist. So on that note, I would like to say good night on behalf of the commentary and tracking team, and we will see you on the next matchup. And that's going to be Saturday, probably at 11:30 p.m. again. So we're going to party hardy at 11:30, root both of these runners on because we have a tie ball game, and hopefully they will not get a repeat of HDN. Take care and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.